to grow.
The West Tennessee Ag Star program will graduate another class after a visit to the state capitol in March. For Tennessee Home and Farm Radio, I'm Lee Maddox.
Morning, everybody. Yeah. I need to get an intro song, Holly. Any ideas?
Can it be anything?
It could be anything, pretty much.
By anybody?
It could be.
I heard a rendition of War Pigs by T-Pain that was really good.
We'll make that tomorrow's.
Oh. You said anything by anybody.
I just don't know where that's at. And I need it kind of quick.
So not anything by any, so something that you already have.
Yeah, that would be better.
Okay.
I have the right intro song on, so we're going to go fast this morning.
Is that not right?
Yeah, I didn't have a long intro on, though. That's my
Oh.
fault. I was too busy yapping with you about a song. That's okay. Good Wednesday morning to you, everybody. Welcome in. Another edition of the Thunder Radio Morning Show is upon us. Josh and Holly getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors. We're glad to have you with us on this beautiful Wednesday in Manchester, Tennessee. Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great, including Emsella treatments. This spring and summer, you want to run around, play with the kids out in the yard, the grandkids. Urinary incontinence can certainly slow that down and make that far more difficult. Get those treatments with Dr. Van Winkle. They're non-invasive, no surgery required. They're in office. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. That's D-R-V-A-N Winkle.com. All right, we got a lot to do today. It is Wednesday. That means worse criminals later on in the show. We got birthdays. We'll take your phone calls on the Bid Loma Connect hotlines at 931-728-1320. Name that tune. Stupid Silly Stat coming up in a little bit as well. Whatever other fun we dig into. Plenty of ways to catch the show. If you want to keep the conversation going during our breaks on the radio, which radio is 107.9 FM, AM 1320 worldwide on the Manchester Go app, and 106.7 FM. During the breaks, we usually keep the conversation going over on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Search for Thunder Radio there. And you can be part of the show in the video portion of it. All right, 27 degrees out there right now, but it is going to warm up quickly, and it's going to be a great day today. We're going to hit 62 for your high. Temperature update brought to you by our friends at Wisteria Hill Boutique. Wisteria Hill in downtown Manchester, 205 South Woodland Street. They're having a pop-up permanent jewelry sale on Friday. Go ahead and mark that on your calendar. On that note, let's bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of the operation, the planner, the organizer, CEO, and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated, the looks inside of this here studio, president-elect of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, and the 2023 Chamber of Commerce Board Member of the Year. Holly, good morning.
Good morning.
Did I get your intro right? Did I get it? I know you like to make sure I get all the titles.
Yeah.
She's all about them.
You did good.
She's all about them. Got a lot to celebrate this morning. Comings and goings. Let's lead off with the Lady Raider basketball team getting a win last night over Lincoln County. And that makes them District 9 4A champions in the regular season. 7th straight year that they are going to claim a district championship in some form or fashion, whether it's regular season, tournament, or both, which we haven't got to the tournament yet. It's pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
7. That's a lot. And that spans over 3 different districts. The old District 8 AAA that we were in forever, and then District 6 4A, which we did a couple of years, now District 9 4A. So congratulations to
Just
them.
dominating.
Absolutely. It was a tough game last night. They were down by 1 early in the third and then exploded. Ended up winning by, 15, 17? It was a nice win for them last night. Boys won last night as well. Yeah, I need a little coffee this morning. Boys won last night as well. They were able to exact some revenge on Lincoln County, 60-32, and that means that they have secured no worse than second place in a win on Thursday, and they're going to win the regular season district title.
I guess you can say they're leaving a trail of triumph.
Oh, no. I did use your Brady Wright stuff last night, though.
Good. He had a really great game. There was a point early on where he hit like 3 threes in a row, and you could just see he was pretty.
He was right on target.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, all right.
Yeah, that's fun.
So, congratulations to those teams as they get some big wins last night. They're off today, and they'll go to Spring Hill tomorrow, and that's the regular season finale tomorrow. And we're going to go to Spring Hill, so you don't have to. My voice holds up anyway.
When you come to wake me up this morning, I was so exhausted. I was dreaming. You know how hard you're sleeping when you're dreaming?
Yeah, back-to-back nights of all getting up early for the morning show. And I thought that my throat was okay this morning, but now that I start talking,
I can hear the strain in it.
I'm going to need Kate to bring me some more tea.
Kate, do not bring him any more tea.
That was magic tea. I felt better yesterday after I drank that tea that she brought me.
Don't bring more tea because I forgot to bring your glass back today.
Oh, I took it home to put in the dishwasher.
I'm not putting that in the dish. Do you ever read?
Oh, you're not supposed to dishwash that?
Well, the bottom had like a corky, like a cork bottom, and I don't want to tear.
I'm glad I didn't do that.
It says recommended hand wash.
Well, I took it home like yesterday, and I was like, well, I'll hand wash this because I was going to chamber luncheon, and I thought I would see Kate. So I was like, I'll hand wash this and take it. And I was like, no, I'm going to leave it here, put the dishwasher so it gets washed real good. I should have just went with my gut. But throat's still bothering me a little bit, so we'll do our best to get through the day. Other comings and goings, real quick, worth mentioning. So this morning, I'm already seeing some questions about this over on Facebook, and I mentioned it earlier on our page. There's a crash this morning somewhere on Interstate 24, and that had actually the interstate was shut down between the 114 and the 111, but I believe it's back open now, at least according to TDOT. So I would go with what they say. Looks like traffic is still slow between the 114 and the 111, so definitely if you're local, avoid that area. But it looks like it's there for a while. It was closed, and they were rerouting traffic off the interstate. But looks like they're back open, so you can traverse that, and that'll help out in town. So we were seeing some questions about that. Also, other things worth note, we are 7 days away from Valentine's Day, guys. It's a week from today. You'll need to do your shopping. You got about 6 days left to start shopping. 27 days away from Election Day. That's March the 5th here in Manchester and across the state of Tennessee for your presidential primary. 32 days away from the end of daylight savings time and 41 days away from spring. So just a few things worth noting. Anything over there for you?
Yeah, I want to let everybody know that Party with a Purpose is coming up April 25th. That's a Thursday. That's the Coffee County Children's Advocacy Center puts this on. And they're going to have a Dolly Parton impersonator this year. So, the Children's Advocacy Center is a 501c3, and this is a big fundraiser for them. So I encourage you to get tickets to that. There's going to be dinner, auction, and like I said, a Dolly Parton impersonator at the Atlantic. That sounds like a lot of fun. Who doesn't love Dolly? Right. If they do, I don't want to meet them.
If they don't.
Yep.
There we go.
There we go.
Get it right, Holly.
Sorry.
Words and
It's-
stuff.
Yeah. The words are important. I got a message yesterday. I guess when I was putting who received an award, like Brady Wright receives Outstanding Player Award
Yeah.
on Facebook, I guess I was misspelling receiving,
Oh, yeah.
and
Even before I.
a retired first grade teacher
Hmm.
found a way to get a message to me to let me know I was spelling those wrong. Hey,
Thank you for doing Holly's job for her.
I was like, I'm glad that y'all messaged me and not Josh and me, because Josh gets very, very mad when I misspell something.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, working for a media outlet where you put information out, I feel like spelling's important. So, yeah, it'd been one of those things where I would have slung my phone across the court to hit Holly at the baseline to let her know that
I
she had
spelled
done it wrong.
receiving wrong, and there have been posts where I've spelled committed wrong.
Just you got autocorrect and stuff there.
Sometimes I get to going so
You
fast.
just slow down and get it right. Holly, just take
I
5
fixed it.
more seconds.
Dude, I fixed it.
After everybody saw it and screenshot it and made fun of us.
Is that what you think happened?
Yes, that's what they do. Look at this. This radio station can't even
The
spell.
only person that was making fun of us were the retired first grade teacher and Amy.
Yeah. Well,
Uh-oh, over the top. He's flipping his hat around backwards. Look out.
she's got me all now. I'm starting to sweat,
Oh, you're mad.
realizing that we're making these mistakes.
I shouldn't have told you. Tell him about the mistake that you made this morning
What
with
I do?
the dog's medicine.
Well, I threw it away.
Threw it in the garbage.
And I found it.
Our dog has very expensive allergies.
Yes.
He requires this very expensive medicine every month just to survive. And we just got a new.
But the public didn't see that mistake. See, you posted on the public page.
Yeah, but it would have affected us financially had we had to
24,000 likes.
order more medicine. That's money out the window. You just threw in the garbage.
Yeah. And the money
Our
we'll lose
dro-
because our advertisers won't be with us anymore because you can't spell.
Our medicine drawer. Do y'all have a drawer where you just throw your
Most
medicine in,
people
or
got
do
it
you
in a
have
cabinet.
a cabinet?
Ours is in a terrible spot. I want to move it.
It's above the trash can cabinet. So
I just don't think it's a good spot. Like I said, we don't have a lot of drawers near our sink and stove cooktop area, and we use one of them for medicine. And we got a couple drawers over there on another wall that are not being used at all. I'd like to move the medicine over there.
denied. It'll take too long to get used to where.
No, it won't. See, look, it wouldn't take long at all. It'd be like, hey guys, medicine's over here now, and then it's
You don't
over.
make decisions like that at our home. You're not gonna start now. I like it being where the trash can is. So if I'm using it's right there where the fridge is. So if I get some ibuprofen, it's right there where I can grab a drink right fast. What?
Nothing. I'm just letting you explain yourself.
I like where it's at.
Anything else in the comings and goings area of the show
Let me think.
that you've done wrong?
No, I don't reckon.
Yesterday, Holly, my accountant, let me know that she didn't know what she was doing with the accounting software.
Listen,
Yesterday,
let me tell
Holly,
everybody
my
something.
Facebook poster, let me know that she doesn't know how to spell.
Let me tell you something. I don't know what I'm doing with any of it. I don't know what I'm doing here on this show. I don't know what I'm doing with pictures. I'm not a photographer. I'm not a graphic designer. I didn't go to school for it. I don't know what I'm doing. Especially don't know what I'm doing with our accounting. And he'll come in there and say, "Hey, there's a discrepancy here with this account and money is not in the right place." I'm like, "I don't know what you want me to do about it, man. I've got to
Spend some time, learn it, fix it, watch some videos.
I'm
I'm going to set up a training course for you, and you're going to have to take it, and you're going to have to fill out training forms at the end.
You are doing no such thing.
I am.
You watch them and then you can tell me how to do it.
It's not my job.
Oh, it's all your job.
No, not my job.
Anyway.
You're lead accountant.
Well, we figured it out. I usually will figure it out. We have to do something at the end of the month. It's called a reconcile.
People know what that is.
No, I wouldn't have known prior to owning my own business. I would never have reconciled at the hospital.
People reconcile their own bank accounts, though.
Well, not me. I never did because I have you. Anyway,
This is true.
y'all know what a reconcile is.
Not everybody
don't.
knows, Holly.
I don't know what that is, or I didn't until I started working here. So I have to do it at the end of every month. And at the end of every month, there's always something wrong, like thousands of dollars that I can't figure out. Either we're too short or we're too much over. And I want to fight somebody at that point because it takes a while.
Holly has to do like 2 hours of work that day, and she does not like it.
And so when I get to the 2 hours, if the numbers don't come out to zero, it makes me fight.
She starts getting up and stomping back and forth to the building and yelling and screaming that she can't
it
figure
makes
it
me
out.
so
I'm like,
mad.
it's 11 in the morning. Just why don't you grab some lunch, come back, take a look at it.
Because I don't want to come back to it because it's a mess. I want to fix the mess.
And then she figures it out.
And then I figure it out. I'm like, oh, it's this minor thing. And then that feels good. For as mad as I am when I can't get it right, it feels that good when I do finally figure it out. I'm jacked the whole rest of the day.
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Let's get the full weather forecast today. Beautiful. 62. Really no winds to speak of. Sunny skies all day long. We do get some clouds rolling in the area tonight, around 40 degrees. Around 60 tomorrow, but we will be mostly cloudy. Rain works in Thursday night into Friday. Showers likely Friday and Saturday with highs in the low 60s. Showers likely Sunday too, actually, right around 60 degrees. Weather forecast brought to you by Patton Pest Control. Spiders, termites, fleas, ants. Get them gone before the spring and summer season and make sure they stay gone. Call Tyler Patton. No contract obligations. 931-247-0781. That's 931-247-0781.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from urinary incontinence, and it isn't getting any better as we age. But what if I told you how to...
Now my nose runs. My throat, my nose. My throat doesn't hurt as bad today, but it still bothers me. This is Brienne Bakehouse. There have been times today where I thought it's Thursday. There have been times today I thought it's Tuesday, but not at any point have I realized it's Wednesday.
Hey, when is the Super Bowl? Not this Sunday, but next Sunday?
This Sunday.
It's this Sunday?
Yeah. This past Sunday, we sat at Common John all day and watched the Pro Bowl stuff on TV. Good morning. How are you? Awesome. I'm going to put you on hold, okay?
Okay.
We didn't actually watch the Pro Bowl, Jessica. It was just on TV while we were drinking for 7 hours.
I wasn't facing that TV. I was facing the TV
I
where
watched
people...
the girls play football game looked more entertaining than the boys one. But it was just, we weren't there to watch it. We were there to decompress and have therapy. Which apparently we need 7 hours of a week. An hour a day.
Money well spent. I'm going to tell you that right now.
But it was on. But no, I would never just sit down and be like, let's watch the Pro Bowl. I didn't watch it when it was actually a game. Now it's just whatever they do, that flag football.
I saw Jason Kelsey trying to snap footballs through like...
Yeah, they have like little
holes.
challenges and stuff. But
is it because they don't want the players getting hurt?
Pretty much the players. But I mean, there towards the end, it wasn't really, they had pads, but they weren't, nobody hit nobody. You gotta go back to the Ray Lewis days. Yeah, it's the worst All-Star game there is.
Jessica is a big football fan. I don't
know.
To
be fair, the flag football that they're playing at the Pro Bowl is very similar to the flag football they're playing in regular games now. There's not a lot of hitting anymore. I go back and watch some videos even from 10, 12 years ago. And certainly 15, 20 years ago. This is not football anymore.
It's not your
To be
dad's
clear,
football.
this is not football anymore. Player safety. Not a safe game.
Have you ever watched Concussion?
Yeah. Look, it's part of the risk when you play the game. It's like racing cars, man. Why don't we slow them down to 70 miles an hour and see how it goes? It's dangerous.
.net.
Back on the Thunder Radio morning show, rolling along on this Wednesday. Wednesday means we join Brianne over at Bakehouse. Good morning, Brianne. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you guys?
Great. Good to hear from you. We've missed you since Friday. We got to get caught back up on the happenings over there. What's on the menu at Bakehouse this morning?
Hold on. Let me turn my timer off.
I hear it. I hear it.
Sorry, running a bit behind today. I've got cinnamon rolls. I've got triple berry scones and jalapeno cheddar scones, morning glory and chocolate muffins, oat and toasted pecan cookies, Earl Grey cookies, vegan breakfast, chipotle dark chocolate chip. I've got cinnamon crunch bread, banana bread, Hello Dolly bars, and gluten-free brownies. And also people can come in and pre-order our Valentine's Day cookie boxes.
Oh, that's important right there. Valentine's Day cookie boxes pre-order. So what's that about? What comes with that?
Saturday. You can pick them up Saturday or Wednesday. And we have some really cute greeting cards from an artist in Nashville. And then we're also going to be selling fresh tulip bunches on Wednesday from Southern Flora Farms here in town.
That's awesome, man. I love it. Love a good
should be fun.
Valentine's basket. Now, I was going to bring this up before you mentioned the Valentine's basket. And the reason I was going to bring this up is you mentioned all these cookies and all these muffins, and I like them all. I love the chocolate one. I love really all of them. The double chocolate, the gluten-free chocolate chip. It's all good. So when I go to Common John Brewing Company, I can get something called a flight. And what they do is they give me little samples of a bunch of different beers. Have you ever thought about doing that with your cookie? Because I can't eat 10 whole cookies. I could, but I can't. You know what I mean? So what if you did like little triangles, little 1 bite sizes of all your things?
That's a great idea.
And called it like a sample flight. I think that'd be an awesome idea.
I've never thought of it, and it is a good idea. People come in sometimes and ask if I'll do like miniature sizes of my stuff, and I'm too stubborn to budge, so I always say no. But I do think that doing a flight would actually be a good idea. Thank you for the.
You hear that?
Detail.
She told everybody else no, but she told me yes. See that, Holly?
No.
All right. Well, I just
it's a good idea.
it was kind of tongue in cheek, but kind of not, because I'm like, I would like to try the chocolate muffin, but I also want to have a chocolate chip cookie, and I also want to try the triple berry scone. You know, I want it all. But I also don't want to weigh 400
I always
pounds.
tell people to come back because we have like basically the same cookies every day. So when people are torn or
Just come back.
they can't eat too much, I say just come back. Like get what you want today, and then just come back and try the next thing next time. Like we always have it, and then people are welcome to come by and visit, hang out, shoot the breeze. So, but the flight is a great idea.
116 South Spring Street, Bakehouse. They're there 7 to 12 today, or until they sell out. They'll be there Wednesday through Saturday. Talk to them about their Valentine's stuff. They got some flowers involved, some Valentine's gift baskets. So go on by and see them at Bakehouse. Thanks, Brianne.
Thank you.
Oh, yes. Look at me just making business happen right there on the fly with a flight of cookies.
I like how you explained a flight like people don't know what that is. Like me trying to explain reconcile. Now, a flight is when they give you several different beers in smaller glasses. That's called a flight. Thank you, Josh. Maybe next you can tell us what a truck is.
Nobody's amused with you.
Well, they're not going to be with this next segment either, but we're going to talk about it.
What is it?
We're going to talk about toilet paper.
Oh, Holly.
Hear me out.
No.
Hear me out.
I do not want to do a segment on toilet paper.
You're going to sit there and listen to this segment.
She doesn't run anything by me.
Because I'm the boss. I don't have to. I heard a commercial the other day in the background while I was cleaning. and it was a Charmin commercial,
Mm-hmm.
and it was new Easy Tear toilet paper. Easy Tear
And it does easy tear. We've got some.
toilet paper. No, not this.
Oh no,
What?
it get the rippled.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, we do have it.
Scalloped edges.
Yeah, and it works better.
No. You cannot be for this.
100%.
How hard is it to tear?
And don't tear even. all the time.
Why does it got to tear even? You're going to wad it up.
How are you doing it wrong? Wad it up.
I wad it up.
You're gonna wrap it up. You just
No,
wad it up.
I'm a water.
Oh, Holly, you're doing it wrong.
Like I pull it off of the roll
Oh, don't tell
and
everybody this.
wad it up like a piece of paper.
No, you're doing it all wrong.
Listen, that creates texture. If you wrap it, it's just smooth. It doesn't have any
There's
any
texture
kind
to
of
it.
no. Them little quilted things are not getting you clean. The quilted toilet paper. I'm a water. You gotta wad it up, and that creates angles and bends in the toilet paper for better
Man.
cleaning.
Everybody out there who was like, I love Holly. She's my favorite. You've just lost them all. You've lost them.
I want to know who has a hard time tearing the toilet paper that they had to develop scalloped edges. Even when there's no perforation, you can still rip it pretty easy.
Yeah, I've enjoyed the edges, the rippled.
That's it. This is the
Trey Adcock says flushable wipes for the win. I'll tell you right now, Trey, if you're on a septic system, you better not be flushing those wipes.
I've had to hear this speech for.
Give me a plumber, any plumber out there. You call in and tell me that it's okay to flush those flushable wipes. They're not flushable. They say they're flushable, but they're not. It's complete
I have
false
the
advertising.
Flushable like toilet bowl brush clean where you.
They're not flushable. Those aren't flushable.
Yeah, they're flushable.
No, they're not.
It says
They're disposable. They're not flushable.
same thing, right?
No, they're not.
All right.
The cleaning brush.
Well, no wonder you got so mad that I was flushing.
Yeah,
those.
you don't flush those. That's not what they're not. They don't. That doesn't work. You throw them away. Here's a plumber. Thank you. Morning show.
Good morning, Josh. You're 100% right on that.
Matthew.
On the flushable
Team
wipes.
Josh.
The guy that worked in the nursing home from the old hospital, they had to cut the floor open and cut the pipe to ever get the pile of them out, but you do not flush them.
You do not flush the flushable wipes, and you do not
There you go.
flush
Put them in the trash can.
Yes, or just don't use those. All right, very good. Thank you, Matthew. It's just because Holly's a big person because it says it on the package, then that's what it is. It says healthy on it. I'm like, yeah, well, it's got 90,000 grams of sugar in here. Well, it says healthy. I'm glad we went here with a segment. I'm winning.
You're winning at what? I'm
winning
saying, why is it necessary to have scalloped edge toilet paper?
Oh yeah, we just got off of that though.
That's where I'm going. I don't care where you're at. Also, I'm standing by my wadded toilet paper.
Well, Trey Adcock just posted, and he says that city sewer for him, and he promises he's doing nothing to jeopardize the integrity of the city sewer. But they're tearing open a hole 10 foot deep this morning over in front of City Hall, where he works.
Well, they
to do some work, and I have a feeling it's the flushable wipes.
That's not what that's from.
You can't use the.
So what you're telling me is that Trey is the cause of that hole? It's Trey's fault?
Probably. Now that we know that he's using flushable wipes. Yep. Flushable wipes aren't flushable. There's a whole to do about that.
Anyway, the commercial and that was the first new design for toilet paper in 100 years. The scalloped edges.
Are you serious?
Uh-huh.
Huh. I did not know that.
And so I'm like, what other things could be done to toilet paper? And I thought about colored toilet paper.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Why would you make scalloped edges and say that it's easy tear? It's all it's toilet paper. It's easy to tear.
I would like
anyway.
to get one of each. If there's still the original, can you still get that?
What do you mean? The original.
The original straight line tear.
Yeah, there's still.
Well, let's get some of that, and let's get some of the new one, and let's just do a little video test and see if it doesn't tear quite a bit easier. Because it does. I noticed it immediately. Immediate difference. I've been using the last one for 100 years. I don't know.
And then I thought, What about patterned toilet paper? Remember paper towels used to come in lots of patterns?
Yeah, I do remember the patterns. They don't really do that no more. Probably the waste.
I noticed that all the paper towels are all white now. I hardly ever see a patterned paper towel anymore.
They probably realized they could still sell it for the same amount of money and not
Without
waste time
having-
with printing things on them.
Yeah. The only thing about, and then I thought, what about scented toilet paper? You know, you're in the
Well, it's scented.
stinkiest room in the house. Why not have something that's good for the skin and scented?
Susie says they used to have colored toilet paper.
I thought so. Was it back in like the 60s, 70s? I thought I saw like a photo of a colored toilet paper, but never in person.
Yeah, we're starting to get some comments. Pam, same thing. So they used to have this probably before our remembrance.
Does anybody remember when time? Because I've never actually seen it in person, but I have seen photos of, and I didn't know if it was just something for like a picture for a magazine, like they made it that color for them, or if people actually bought it. And why did they stop selling colored toilet paper? I don't know.
Well, we're Googling it. The 50s.
Oh, okay. So even was the dye
It was
breaking
first
people
introduced
out?
as a novelty item, 50s and 60s.
Oh, a novelty item. Okay.
They stopped selling it for health and environmental concerns regarding the dyes used
Okay.
in making them.
All right.
Apparently, those were not agreeable with some folks' sensitive areas.
Don't worry, this rash is from my toilet paper.
I promise I've been tested. Okay, yeah, that's probably what a conversation. Who knew this is where we were going this morning?
I did. I knew that.
I didn't. I did not know. I did not approve the agenda today. We're going to have to start having like a shared agenda. Although to do that, Holly would need to learn how to use Google Drive. And then I'll have to approve what we're going to talk about.
Josh is reading. If you hear a pause in the show, it's because he's reading Facebook comments.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just trying to keep that part of the show involved.
Anything good over there?
There's a lot of discussion about wadding the toilet paper.
People don't wad?
Most of the men do, seems like.
I wad.
Your brother's introducing all kind of new topics over there.
Like what?
I'm not even going to talk about these.
Is there one that you can?
Oh no, you can. It's just I don't. It's just beyond silly to me. Sit and wipe or stand and wipe?
Sit.
I mean, he is leading the discussion over here. He's got a poll question going, a 1, 2, like he is now our Facebook producer, our audience engagement director over there.
Listen out for the commercial though. I mean, they market that as easy tear, and it just struck me as a reach because it's easy tear. What's awful is that toilet paper that it's just one long consecutive piece of sandpaper, and there's no, you just got to rip
like
it.
At the public bathrooms
like
or
at
the
the-
schools
Yeah.
sometimes. It's these huge rolls and it's like quarter ply,
Yeah.
like it's the thinnest ever.
And there's no
No preparation. There's no
You just rip it.
texture. It's just
no, there's texture. It's coarse.
Yeah. Way to put it. All right, Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. M-Sculpt Neo treatments can spot reduce fat as much as 30% in the treated area. Maybe, and those are non-invasive in-office treatments. Have them done on your lunch break. If you're a little further away from your fitness goals, they've got tummy tucks, laser liposuction that can help out as well. Dr. Van Winkle can help. He'll guide you in the right direction. And his laser liposuction is in office as well. No anesthesia, no hospital bill. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. 1030 MacArthur Street in Manchester. It's Middle Tennessee Surgical Associates.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
And said she liked that segment. She thought it was funny.
Do what? I couldn't hear you. I was busy.
Heather sent me a message and said she liked that segment. It was funny. So, doing something right.
Whatever works, I guess.
I should go get toilet paper and see if I bought the scalloped edges. I
Go look in here.
don't think I did.
We got it somewhere. I've seen it. Because I remember, like, hearing the commercial, like, oh, we already got this kind.
to Washington, D.C. June 3rd through June 7th to visit our nation's capital. Students can begin the application process by filling out the form on our website.
It's the straight kind, but look.
federaltech.com. The deadline to apply
Just tears.
is February 23rd.
Don't waste it.
Apply
How
today
hard is
for the
that?
trip of a lifetime.
Now, your local obituary report on Thunder Radio, brought to you by Central Funeral Home.
Margaret May Allen, 70 of Manchester, passed away January the 30th. Mrs. Allen was survived by her sister, Sheila Vance, nephew Matthew Vance, and great nephew Malachi.
Didn't anticipate such a deep discussion on the matter.
Is as easy as picking up the phone and calling Central Funeral Home. We will assist you in the process.
All right, we are doing Name That Tune.
Yes, Holly. Yeah.
Raiders.
Raiders. Wednesday they got meatloaf.
Wednesday they do have meatloaf. This is yours.
Give me that.
Oosh.
Yeah, like 4 people come up to me at the game last night asking about that tea.
What it was or how it helped or
How it helped. How did it taste?
how did it taste?
You gave it quite the description when you called it urinal cakes. That was Robbie, to be fair, but that was the better description than I could have had for it. I think I had said it tasted like urine that had been left out in the desert for a while. But it was good.
It was helpful.
In terms of, yeah, helpful. Like, I would definitely drink that again. I think because I think it got me through the day. Last night I was sucking on those Vicks cough drops. Today's not as bad. It's a little drainage.
It doesn't hurt as bad.
That doesn't hurt as bad, no, which is good, son. Like last night, I slept like the night before. I couldn't hardly sleep. It was like swallowing glass.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I'm afraid I'm getting sick. But then last night I was able to sleep okay. Maybe it's because I was so tired. I don't know. I don't have time to get sick, so.
I will say, as long as I've known you, you rarely take a sick day. Rarely.
Yeah, if I'm not going to be here, I really don't feel good.
Yeah, when he goes down hard.
Wouldn't have rang that on the radio, but I'll ring that.
Yeah,
on
that's
Facebook.
too much for the radio.
This chair's squeaky. Trey ringing the bell over here. Everybody's ringing that bell. Ring it. Probably needs to be our next shirt. Just a bell.
Just a bell.
It says ring my bell. Something like that. It's no longer that's what she said. It's just the bell.
Thunder Radio.
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Tummy tucks, laser liposuction available right here in Manchester. Dr. Van Winkle can help. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. 1030 MacArthur Street in Manchester. I am Josh. Holly is with me. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Conversation during the breaks continues over on Facebook. Be sure to find us there, facebook.com. Search for Thunder Radio. We're also on Twitter and YouTube. We soon probably on Instagram. There are video services. There's a way now that you can put it on Insta, but it's just a little bit more complex. So I'm waiting on them to figure out a way to make it easier. I don't want to push more buttons. And they require me to push more buttons. I'm like, I don't want to do that. So, but soon, perhaps on Instagram. So then all of our high school kids can watch us for 7 seconds and then turn it off. Because we're not going to have their attention very long.
Speaking of high school kids, congratulations to Madison Pruitt and Riley Phillips.
Yes. Valedictorian, salutatorian. Madison Pruitt, valedictorian, like a unicorn that one is. That girl been a 2-sport athlete all through high school.
Not just a two.
She's a good one.
She's a contributor,
Yeah,
very
she's
good
a starter.
athlete.
She plays a lot. She works hard.
Sweet girl.
And very active in our youth group at church. And
Yes.
she's valedictorian. Like that's nuts. So congratulations to her.
Wicked smart.
And Riley Phillips, who is the salutatorian. Yeah, that came out yesterday. So
I love that they're both student.
yeah, it's the second year in a row
athletes,
that that the valedictorian and salutatorian are student athletes, which is super cool.
Yeah.
All right. What's for lunch over at Prater's?
All right, it's Wednesday, so they got the meatloaf, Josh. You knew this was coming.
Hey, Ma, can we get some meatloaf? The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
Pork loin over dressing, smoked pulled pork, mashed potatoes with brown gravy, pinto beans, green peas, squash, potato salad, coleslaw, and side salad. You can get your choice of a meat, 2 sides, a drink, and bread, all for just $9.99. Find Prater's at 620 Woodbury Highway.
That's right. 620 Woodbury Highway for Prater's. All right, name that tune, Holly. Tell everybody how to play.
Josh has got a little snippet of a song. You're never going to get it on the one. But if you do get it on the one, give us a call on the Ben Lomond hotline. The area code is 931-728-1320. You can dial the second line, 728-3526, for a chance to win a T-shirt and a bag of Black Rifle coffee. If you can get it on the one, but I don't think you're going to be able to.
So if you can get this on the 1 second clip, you get Black Rifle coffee
and a shirt
and a Thunder Radio shirt.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna be surprised. Let's see how people do here. The phone is already ringing. I'm not even played it. What are you doing? Somebody may get that.
I tried to pick a hard part.
Name that tune. Listen closely. Thunder Radio.
Yes, sir. Could you tell me how long that Boy Scouts are going to be collecting food?
Well, I don't have that answer for you, but I'll try to figure it out.
Well, she said the other day they had locations at different places, and I had some food that I was going to try to get tubs, and I didn't know how long I had because I've got a bunch of food I need to get rid of.
Oh well,
That's so generous of you.
Advertise it on the air, and I'll be listening to you.
What-
Okay.
Okay.
As soon as I find out, I'll let you know.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have a Boy Scout representative that can answer that question for this lovely
it may
lady?
have been on our news. I was gonna go look for it, but she said the other day, and I don't know when the other day was. I had to go.
Tiff?
Maybe she knows. I'm browsing my news page right now. Or it could have been on the. It could have been on her show in the afternoon.
The library until the 10th.
The 10th. You got
Thank
the
you,
10th.
Daphne.
All right. Nobody's got this on the one. So let's move on to the 2 second clip. Name this tune. 728-1320. Thunder Radio t-shirt. If you can get the right answer. That should give you a little bit more there.
This is just for the shirt now.
Just for the shirt. It's a classic.
I meant to say you have to tell me the name of the song and the band and the artist.
You changing the rules?
I'm adding that because this game is too easy for most people.
It's a classic right there.
I like this song.
I like the use of this song, and this is 40. If you've seen that movie.
When he's showing the kids
What good music is.
What
Because
good
they're trying to
music
break
is.
out Nicki Minaj, and he's like, no. This is it.
Still no answer.
Clint's got it wrong. 3 second clip. Used to be on the workout mix for me.
Daphne guessed "Fall Into Me," but that's not right.
No, we got some wrong guesses going on.
I picked
today.
a good one today. That
Good
means
job,
I win.
Holly. Good job. We're running out of time. Somebody's gonna try it here. Morning show.
Michael Jackson beat it.
Not it, or not even close, really. Morning show.
It's Rooster, Allison King.
Boom! There it is. It is Allison Chains, Rooster, the name of that song. What's your name?
Lindsay.
Good job, Lindsay.
Good job. Yeah, that's a good one. Well done. Come on by and get you a shirt.
All right, thanks.
Yes. It's a good one.
Good stuff.
Good job, Lindsay. Good job, Holly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Picked a difficult one today. Your brother kept saying knocking on heaven's door.
He's wrong. This was a good walk-up song for baseball, I think.
Yeah.
What was your walk-up song?
Welcome to the Jungle.
Oh yeah.
I thought
You're-
that's pretty.
you're-
That's pretty good. You don't think so?
I do. I don't.
You don't like that one?
Does that fit your personality though?
They didn't know.
Okay. That throw them off. I get it. They're like, oh, this guy must be wild. He must be an animal.
Must be a stud walking up here.
Welcome to the Jungle's playing.
100.
Everybody back up.
I was a singles machine, buddy.
That's what you want, right?
Base hits.
You were single in high school. Is that what you mean by that?
I was also single most of the time. Yes. Thank you, Holly.
Oh.
I don't understand the fascination with everybody got to be dating somebody anyway. Just do your own thing.
Yeah. Well, I get it. I get it. You want somebody to do stuff with, and they just announced the prom dates and ticket sales, and
I was just not interested in any of
you
that
didn't
stuff.
go to your junior prom,
No.
did you?
Wasn't even the least bit intrigued by it. In fact, I remember we had a baseball tournament somewhere, and I was beyond irritated that the seniors were trying to stop playing ball to go to this. I was like, we got games.
Were you a junior at the time?
Yeah, I was a junior,
Okay.
and we were good. And I'm like, we're trying to win here.
Why do y'all not want to play ball?
Yeah, you signed up for this. Play the games.
You were like Benny the Jet. You wanted the game to go on.
Yeah, let's just play. Forget the fireworks. We got a ball game here. Forget the pool. We're playing ball. So that was I was more interested in that most of the time in high school.
The boy one, he didn't go to his junior prom. He's a senior this year. And I'm like, come on, buddy, you got to go to prom. So I told him,
Spend lots of money.
I said, let me know what color dress your prom date is wearing, and that way we can get a suit, and kind of coordinate colors. This was yesterday. He goes, yeah, I think she's wearing a purple dress. So maybe a purple suit.
No.
He's like, maybe we could do a purple suit. I was like, no, buddy, that's not what
we mean by matching.
coordinating colors means.
Bless him.
You maybe a purple tie.
Yeah.
Maybe that.
Some accents. You're not wearing a purple suit with a purple dress. How can you imagine? And what kind of purple? There's like deep purple. There's lavender.
When
like,
he said it, dark eggplant purple come to my mind.
yeah. Better find out for sure because there's all kind of different kinds.
No, I'm talking about his suit.
Oh, his suit.
Like that's what
like
I
Barney.
think he had in his head, like a. And purple is my least favorite color.
Holly hates it.
I don't like purple.
Hates purple. She wants to end it, take it away from the color wheel completely.
I don't hate it that much. But my prom dress when I was a senior was purple.
No, congratulations.
My mom liked purple, and I think maybe I don't know if I chose that color,
Just to be
because
a
because
pleaser?
she liked
Sounds
it.
like something
It
your
was
girl
an
would do.
expensive dress, and I wanted it. So I'm like, look, Mom, it's purple. Your favorite.
Pay for it, please. Thank you. Trey wants to know how the Holly Yearbook quote fundraiser is going. We got that up to quite a bit
So
of money,
I
so just
think
cut it
we
loose.
have built that up to be. I don't want to say scandalous. It's not scandalous.
People are going to expect more.
But yeah, I think you're going to be disappointed when you hear it. It's not something that I want out on the radio or things that I want my parents and children to hear.
That's the problem. The kids listen to the show.
But it's not.
It's not as scandalous.
It
as
was
you may think.
it was more than haha, I sound your crack. But
Talking about Holly's yearbook signature to me her senior
Let's
year.
just
in
say
high
I
school.
was
Apparently, she was single at that time.
I was, shooting my shot very blatantly, very forward, and I got nothing. And I think you were single at the time. I don't know. Maybe
100%. I didn't realize. I thought everybody just put their numbers in there as a polite thing. I didn't know.
there was more than my number.
Yeah, there
okay?
was, but I didn't. I thought that was just a funny joke. I
I'm
didn't
a funny
realize.
girl.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I didn't know. So,
Well, now you know that.
Trey said, time to start the podcast. Put that behind a paywall. All kind of different content on that. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Let's get you a temperature update. It was going to be nice and warm today, but it's a little chilly to start. Sun's coming out, warming things up. We're up to 30 degrees, but we're headed for 62. Sunny skies going to be beautiful today. Chamber of Commerce weather in Manchester, Tennessee. Temperature brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. Pop-up permanent jewelry sale on Friday, and they have their Valentine's gift baskets, guys. Get on by there and get those purchased. It's an $80 value for $60. Everybody loves a good deal, and you get to shop local at Wisteria Hill, 205 South Woodland Street in downtown Manchester.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
This local news update.
All right.
Somebody's about to kick Clint out of the page.
What's he doing?
Before Holly shares anything about her yearbook quote. Bright out there this morning.
My brother's friends like to give him a hard time about his sisters.
Yeah.
It's like they love being like, man, Clint, your sisters. And when the whole t-shirt thing was going on, the blue one that the girl had made for Coffee County that was Warren County, that was never printed. It was like roses are red, violets are blue. Nothing good comes out of Coffee County. They put except Clinton's sisters.
Nice. That's pretty funny.
I remember once they were out of high. I'm older than Clinton, his friends, but after high school, I didn't talk to one of his friends, but it was like we sat next to each other at a restaurant one time, and my brother went home and told my mom, he said, Mom, tell Holly she can't date my friends. But it wasn't even like that. But he was so
tore up about it.
He was so tore up about it. He's like, Mom, tell Holly she can't date my friends.
Did that make you want to date his friends?
I wanted to date him so hard, yeah. Just to irritate him.
That's the kind of vindictive she is. I know the level of petty she is. I'm like, that's going to make her want to do it more. You can't tell her no. That's why I'm very cautious about telling the girl when no, because she's just like her mama. So I'm like, be very careful how you word things to her. So she'll be like, oh yeah, watch this. Because she is a spitting image of that one over there, especially mentally. Like you could do overnight surgery, take her brain out, your brain out, and switch them, and you would never know the difference the next day. The same people walking around. You never know.
No, she's different.
Not much. Her text might be spelt better. But I don't know. I mean, you were misspelling receiving. That's not on her. Thunder Radio.
Hey, it's the other Adam. Did I win yesterday? My phone cut off.
Did you win yesterday?
The shirt.
Did he win? I don't remember, Adam.
He called. Adam, you got the answer right, but you called later.
You were late. Yeah, you were late.
Josh thought you were doing it on purpose, like Sue.
Yeah. You got the right answer, but it was.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to appear rude. My phone cut off, and I didn't know if I had won or what. So
Oh no.
I answered, but I was a little late.
Yeah, you got it, but you're a little late. Sorry about that. I thought you was joking yesterday because you called in right after the winner, and I thought you were doing it as a joke. Yeah, I know. That's why I thought it was a joke. Yes. All right.
I didn't want to appear rude though, because my phone did cut off.
Oh, no, you're fine. I cut everybody off all the time.
Have a great day.
Thanks,
You too.
Adam. I didn't think he was joking, and you were like, ha ha ha.
Click. That's funny. Click. He does that though.
I know.
He's done that before.
He sounded serious.
Sometimes I can't tell.
I need to get
He's
you.
probably like, why are they laughing at me?
I'm glad his phone cut off, so he didn't hear that part.
I don't know if his phone cut off or I cut him off. He got cut off because I hung up. Pretty quick with the trigger there. I'm glad we don't have ball tonight. I need that off.
Golly, I'm going to bed at 6.
Maybe 6:06, 6:07, something like that.
6:03.
Whatever. I don't care. Go to bed a couple minutes later. But then we got ball tomorrow, but then we don't have any ball for 9 days to the district tournament. And then spring sports will be firing up. I think Westwood plays baseball in like 3 weeks. They moved up the start of the high school season this year and like a last minute thing. The high school baseball team plays like March the 5th or 6th. We're less than a month away. We want to do really any of their games until basketball wraps up. It's kind of policy. Also, it's cold and I don't want to. It's just cold. I was going to order me a heated jacket this year, but that budget went to your heated jacket that you had to order. So
I got a deal on it. It was $35 off. So if you want a heated jacket, I'll buy you one for Valentine's Day.
it's fine. I'll just be cold.
You get to be in the press box a lot of the time.
A lot of times, yeah.
I'm out there just with my camera shivering.
I kind of set it up to where if I'm not in a press box somewhere, I ain't going. I thought about ordering me one of those bubbles this year.
You said you were going to.
And then getting like a little heater to put in there.
Mhm.
I'd rather die of any kind of poisoning than be cold. Like I'll just burn up in there. You'll see me peeling clothes off. I just don't like spending money. I'd rather be cold, get my truck warm up later.
I'm not going to be uncomfortable in any way.
That is true, and I ain't paying for it. Stupid silly stat. Joke of the day here.
If you believe everyone gets a trophy, life is fair, and subscribe to Cancel Culture Thinking, you know what? You might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Welcome back. Morning show here until 8:30. However you catch the show, we do thank you. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can watch us over there. We got the cameras up and going. And you can watch the show. We usually keep the conversation going during the break over there. So feel free to join us in those ways. You can also watch replays of the show there. 107.9 FM, 1320 AM, 106.7 FM. Different ways to catch the show on our terrestrial radio range. Manchester Go app, thunder1320.com. And you can hear audio replays of the show later in the day on Apple, Spotify, or Google. Search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly. All right, Holly, joke of the day time, built by Board and Brush.
Where do young trees go to learn? Where do young trees go to learn?
I don't know, Holly.
Well, they go to elementary school.
Oh, yes. Kids, tell your teachers that one today.
Joke of the day is brought to you by Board and Brush in Manchester. Board and Brush is perfect for just about any occasion. Birthday parties for kids and adults. Bachelorette parties, work groups, sports teams. Get over there and enjoy team bonding. I know when me and my mom and sisters or me and my girlfriends have went up there, we've bought little charcuterie boards and trays and ate and drank wine and painted, and it is so much fun and it's very relaxing.
Right here in Manchester.
They offer specialty workshops like glass etching, cornhole board, cookie decorating, and much, much more. You don't have to be super crafty. They will help you with everything at Board and Brush in Manchester. Learn more at boardandbrush.com/Manchester.
Nice. They're right there on MacArthur Street in the Clearwater Plaza. Morning show.
You would have to be a sapling to like that joke.
Nice. Well done.
Nice.
Nice. Well, I like
bonus
jokes.
Yeah.
Bonus jokes. All right, time to play games. Get everybody's phones dialed up. 728-1320. It's time for the stupid silly stat.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Kim, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid silly stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive in Manchester. They can take care of your wheels and tires. They do alignments, exhaust work, catalytic converters, all of your automotive repairs, really. And you can find them at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard. That's right there in front of College Street Elementary, near the main intersection in Manchester. They are open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday, and they're locally owned and operated. So the owners and technicians, they are hanging out at the same place as you are. Their kids are playing on the same ball teams, going to the same schools. So they're going to go the extra mile to make sure your vehicle is well maintained and you are a satisfied customer at Freedom Automotive. Holly?
85% of these are purchased by women. What are they? 85% of these are purchased by women. What are they?
728-1320 or 728-3526. JC over on Facebook with a bonus joke of the day. He says, joke of the day, all of my employees will show up for work. Morning show.
Is it shoes?
Shoes, good try, but no. Trey with an excellent guess. He says life insurance policies. That's the way it is on Snap, isn't it?
Ladies, don't get too greedy. You got to wait a little while before you call the insurance company after the death.
Isn't that what's so funny or
They'll
ironic?
call same day.
I know. My husband died this morning. I need to collect his life insurance. I'm like, why don't you throw up all the red flags in the world? Just toss them in the air. Can you not wait a couple of weeks? You gotta have that money right now. Like, that's the biggest red
It's
flag
my
ever.
money. I need it now.
Heather says window tint.
Are you talking about Heather Phillips?
That's Heather Phillips. Heather Phillips with New Haven
Haven
Mortgage.
Yeah.
She is all about that window tint. None of Holly's windows are tinted, Heather. None of them. At least my back windows are tinted. Morning show.
How about candles?
Candles, good guess.
I thought that was going to be the very first
But
guess.
that's not it. Good try.
Tiffany had a great guess. She said cleaning products. I will tell you, my dude loves buying floor cleaner. He loves it.
Nobody else cleans the floor at the house.
not true.
Nobody.
Not
When's the last time? All right, I bought that Swiffer probably 3 months ago. How many times have you used it?
Maybe that's not the product I like to use.
When's the last time you cleaned the floor?
Like, you mean sweep?
Not swept it.
Because I sweep almost every day
When's
now.
the last time you cleaned it?
Because I know you like that.
When's the last time you cleaned it?
I don't know.
Okay.
I
She's
didn't
never
mark
cleaned
it in my calendar.
Morning show.
Perfume.
Perfume. Good guess, but no. This is something can be used by everybody. Morning show.
My guess would be purses.
Purses. Well, that's a great guess. They're going to buy most of the purses. Not it, though.
And I have another
Yeah.
comment.
Make it.
Yesterday, you were in discussion about bathrooms.
Yes.
You guys should study the difference between a bathroom and a restroom. And I think 99% of the time you were really talking about restrooms.
Probably.
What were we discussing?
I don't even know. I hung up on him. Sorry. I didn't know he had more comments. Yeah, bathroom, restroom. I don't know. But
I'm not fancy. I will always say
I
bathroom.
feel like 99% of people knew what I meant. Though that's what I'm going to go with. I probably was wrong.
I'm not
in
fancy.
my terminology. No, she's not. Not fancy at all. Morning show.
Groceries.
Groceries. Great guess, but not it. Good try. Probably accurate. Caitlin says the family's Christmas presents, which is accurate and also
Probably higher than 80,
yeah,
85.
and on the right track there. In a minute, I need to go to the restroom. I need to get this right. I'm disturbed that I've been doing it wrong. Morning show.
Those little loofah things.
Those little loofah things. Good guess, but no. Morning show.
Wine.
Good guess. She said wine.
Not it. Good try. Wine. I thought she said lime,
I could tell
like for the body.
for the margaritas.
Morning show.
Birthday cakes.
Birthday cakes. Great guess. These are great
I
guesses.
bet
Not
that's
it.
higher than 85%.
These are great guesses. 85% of women are the purchasers of.
85%.
Let's get that right. Hang on. So I messed
I
it
was
all
trying
up.
to do it, and you're like, wait.
85% of these purchased by women. I would say the guess set of Christmas presents would be our closest guess.
Or birthday cake.
Or birthday cake, yeah. You're kind of in the right direction with those, but I mean not super close.
When's the last time you bought a birthday cake?
I've never bought a birthday cake.
Okay.
But I'm proud to admit it, unlike you who will not admit to never cleaning the floor.
I clean the floor. I know how much you enjoy your Swiffer.
Morning show.
How about a note card or a greeting card?
All right. Now you're getting real close, but not quite it.
A little more specific.
A note card or a greeting card. Getting close. And Jessica says Mother's Day presents. So accurate.
Well, they have mothers.
Yeah, that is true. I think she meant for the men, though. Morning show.
Anniversary card.
Oh, good
Close.
try, but not
You're
it.
you're getting warmer.
Morning show.
What about the kids' birthday present like?
Good guess, but no, not it. Think about the season we're in. Think about the season we are in.
Just give it to them.
I will, Holly. I will. Morning show.
Valentine candy.
What'd you say?
Valentine candy.
Valentine's candy.
you're
Oh, so
walking all
close,
over
but
it,
not
sorry.
it. Morning show.
Valentine's card.
Valentine's cards. There it is. 85% of women purchase the Valentine cards. What's your name?
Billy.
Billy. Good job, Billy. Come on by and get yourself a cool looking t-shirt. Okay.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Valentine's cards. 85%.
What do you feel about Valentine's cards? If I don't buy you cards, that's not something we do anymore. Maybe when we were dating and first married, we did that, but we've matured, and that's not something
That we're prepared to waste our money on
Yeah.
anymore. When I think Valentine cards, I'm thinking about the little cutout cards the kids get. You know, the little.
No. The ones that are like, I love you so much.
Oh no, I'm out on that. Who needs that?
It's
Y'all need that? Do y'all do that?
greeting cards have gotten expensive. They used to be $1, $2.
You
and
can
some
still get them.
change.
You can still get them for $1 over Dollar General, and it's like the second graders wrote the jokes.
But sometimes I'll pick up a card, and it'll have $9.99 on the back for a card.
Hang on, I got somebody online too. Let's see if this is Rachel Williams with the right answer. Morning show. Morning show. It's you.
You're on the air.
I'm talking to you right now. Okay. I can hear myself back there.
I know.
Oh. Yeah, $9.99
I
for a
almost
card.
spit coffee out of my nose when you said Rachel. It was Rachel Williams calling because
Yeah.
she's been calling late.
And getting the answer. Morning show.
Well, my best of Christmas it always is the card my son gets me.
Aw.
Most time it makes me just about cry.
Like you like yours.
It's worth to me. That card's worth better than the Christmas present itself.
That'll probably be me in a few years, Matthew. I'm getting more and more sentimental as we go.
With the kids,
With the
yes,
kids.
but
There
not
you go.
not,
With the
not with
kids.
his wife.
Not with Holly, no. Thank you. Misty says we don't do cards.
I don't. I'll wrap a gift and I'll write on the present to Josh from Holly, like in a marker on the wrapping paper. I don't even. Usually, you get a card and you put it on there so you know.
It's
Who,
so unnecessary. You know, maybe we're just not fancy like that. We're using bathroom and restroom wrong. So
I'm not resting in there.
Trey said, "What's a Valentine's Day card?" Jessica says we do not do cards. It's chocolate strawberries or nothing.
Ooh, chocolate strawberries. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm out on the cards. I feel like money
I'm
can
not
be-
I'm not a card giver.
You used to be. But I wasn't. And Holly's like, why don't you give me a card?
You never, I know. I went
like, what's
through
the point of
that
this?
typical.
I was just so far advanced.
I think it was a stereotypical thing where wives get mad at husbands for not putting thought or preparation into the Valentine's gifts. Now I promise I don't care. I just buy myself what I want and leave it at that.
I
It's
slowly
not a
but
big deal.
surely, I just
He
killed
doesn't-
her soul.
He did. I used to be fun. I used to be a fun girl. Now I'm just an old hag.
I don't. I feel bad now. I feel like you used to like things better.
You
and
sucked the fun right out of me.
I ruined it
You did.
for you. But Holly would be like, let's put up our decorations for President's Day. Every holiday there is.
That.
It's Columbus
Golly,
Day. I
why
got
don't
stuff
you
up.
exaggerate just a little
Go up
bit.
to the attic and bring down the Columbus Day stuff. And I was like, we got to stop this.
Why don't, man. Josh will go the day before my birthday to buy me a gift. Like he doesn't know it's coming the whole year round. I put too much thought and planning into Josh's gifts.
Checking out these Facebook comments.
I know what you want for Valentine's Day.
Yes. Kayla says, I feel card regret where I get the Christmas cards from family and I just didn't send anything.
We don't. I get, and I get
like,
these
You're talking about like the ones you send in the mail, Christmas cards. People
Yeah,
send us some really good ones. And
like family pictures. But then what do
Yeah.
you do with them?
What
What
a-
do you do
we
with
put them up on the
pictures
window of other
someone
people.
at the end of the season?
Yeah, throw them away.
No, you don't do nothing with
Holly
them. I
does
put them in a drawer. I have a drawer
No, you
with
keep
other
those?
people's fam. I don't want to throw them away.
We've always said, oh, we'll do a Christmas card this year. And then
Never
we never
do
do
it.
that. I mean, you got to plan ahead for that. I don't know. And then we started getting them from like the athletes and stuff. They like us, I guess. And so they've started adding us to their card list. So we get all these random families. And start getting Christmas. We love it. It's very
I love
flattering.
getting them.
Yeah. I'm like, look at this picture they did. It's not like that. It's not like I'm like, oh, great, another Christmas card. And I get mad. I'm just like, I don't do that.
You know what I do like? That the handwritten cards, the handwritten thank you cards from someone. They took the time out of their day to write a note, and I love that.
Yeah.
Not so much like I don't care about it from you. It would feel.
I don't care about it
It
from
would
you.
feel if you wrote me a note in a card and handed it to me. It would feel forced. I think
Yeah.
Josh and I don't have an express our feelings all the time kind of love.
I made sure to get that ended quick. I was like, this is going to last. You're going to have to stop that. 'cause
It,
I don't know how.
It's
I don't
kind
know
of
how.
a walk by him while he's broadcasting a game and give him a fist bump kind of love.
The therapist said he doesn't understand this. You got to stop trying to
To,
make
to
him.
be fair, the therapist also said, Holly, Josh can't read your mind. You have to tell him if you're wanting something. And so I will say, Josh,
I thought that
want
was the
you
end
to-
of it. I didn't realize you would actually start trying that.
Yeah,
I was like,
so
oh,
I
great.
say-
I win.
I say, hey, Josh, I want you to start holding my hand more. Nothing.
Yeah. Well, now
No, he put his hands in his pockets
I
all of a sudden. He's a hands in the pockets kind of guy.
I forget, Morning show.
I hold my wife's hand all the time.
That's
And
precious.
open the car door for her after 40 plus years of marriage.
What a gentleman.
Well, that's probably why you made it 40 years, Matthew. I'm just shooting for about 15. I'm going to call it wraps.
Chivalry's not dead.
No, absolutely not. All right, Wednesday's Worst Criminals coming up in just a minute. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Let's tell you about Common John Brewing Company. They'll be back open today. It's Wednesday. Breakfast. That's what I need. I was like, what do I need to get this day going? And it just hit me. Common John Brewing Company. Breakfast burrito. They open up at 8 a.m. Y'all get on over there and see them. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Common John Brewing Company, 210 Woodbury Highway. Online at commonjohnbc.com. Family-friendly atmosphere all the time.
Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival returns June 13th through the 16th, and Thunder Radio WMSR wants to send you and a pal to the farm. You'll see performances.
Breakfast burrito. Y'all made us Common John. We'll be there about 8:45 as soon as they get off Swap Shop. There's something. There's something tomorrow, right? Are they having a thing tomorrow? Like a Coffee Connect, Chamber of Commerce Coffee Connect.
Is that tomorrow?
I think it's tomorrow, or maybe it's today. We'll just run into everybody down there on accident.
No, it's on a Thursday.
Oh, it's tomorrow, I think. They talked about it yesterday at the
It is.
luncheon.
It's tomorrow, and I have a chamber planning session after that, so you and I can ride separate.
The luncheon that you didn't go to yesterday.
You're a
I
big,
told
you're a turnhead.
everybody walked up and like, "Oh, what about Holly? She was giving you a hard time about not going to luncheon, and she's not here." And there you
I
are.
had other things that came up that I had to take care of, and Josh said, "You take care of those things, Holly. You do. It's fine. I'll go represent
I was a
us."
proxy.
Yeah, Josh was the and now he gets on air and he's like, "Holly didn't even come."
We hit it at the exact same time right there. Yes. We don't need cards when we got that kind of rhythm, you know? I'm just saying. People want to know why we're married. There you go. There's the rhythm. Telekinesis. Is that what that is? Trey's never been to Common John breakfast.
What?
I know. The breakfast burrito, Trey. That's where it's at. No. Holly likes the scrambled egg Powerball, and it's good too. But the breakfast burrito, I feel like, is just a little better quality. I like it better.
I like the scrambled egg power bowl, no onions. I don't want any onions that early in the morning. Maybe you do, but it's got peppers, sausage, bacon, hot sauce on it.
Breakfast burrito, I just feel like it's a better deal. It's like $5. The Powerball's like $8. Well, it's fine. It's all good. It does slap. No. And the Powerball's good too. It slaps. It all slaps. Yeah, we go up there on Sundays usually, Trey. I mean, maybe not every week, but at least every other week.
That's how we usually decompress.
Yeah, we'll go up there
from
Sunday.
the week.
I'm not kidding. We'll get up there about 10:30, and we'll get breakfast.
We usually stay till about 4:30.
And we'll stay to 4:30 or 5. We'll be there all day. And it's not even planned. We just kind of know that's what's going to happen. Every now and then we like absolutely have a dead stop where we got to leave. Like we have to be somewhere at 2, but it's rare. They open a little later on Sundays.
This program does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Thunder Radio Management. Well, yes, it actually does. It's the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio Morning Show rolling along, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Talk to him about all of his great treatments, including the Emsella, which is going to solve urinary incontinence. There's a lot of added benefits to that as well. In-office treatments, these are non-invasive. All right. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you.
We got plenty more fun. Birthday's coming up in just a few minutes. We're kind of behind today. Also, a whole nother 30-minute segment at the back end of the show. Brought to you by New Haven Mortgage and Heather Phillips. It's our goal to say her name as many times as possible. I just said over under and just see if we can hit it one day. But all right, 30. Let's see if we can get to it. All right, Holly. It is time for Wednesday's Worst Criminals. Now I don't have my music dialed up, so you can just go right
I'm
into.
not surprised.
Go right into Wednesday's Worst Criminals, and I will join you in a minute with the music. How about that?
All right. These are quick summaries of some worst criminals, and they're a little bit what do you call it when it's not like it's someone's opinion how it's written?
Opinionated?
I don't know if that's the
editorialized.
Word. Yeah, editorialized is what I was looking for. Okay, Richard Farrell was a mailman. Guess he didn't like delivering mail very much, so he buried 159 tubs of it in a trench on his property. Dug a hole.
It's a federal crime.
Dug a hole with a backhoe.
Guy got a backhoe and buried the mail. I seen a story one time where a mailman got in trouble for this. He wasn't delivering the junk mail; it was irritating him, so he was throwing it in a storage.
I remember that.
Like a storage unit, he would get it Acme Storage or something.
Yeah,
and he was just chunking it in there.
Well, this guy dug a hole with a backhoe. He couldn't bury all of it, so what he didn't bury, he burned. He just burned. This was after he spent the entire day at a bar instead of going on his mail route. Do you say route or route?
It'd be route.
I say root.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. And people, yeah, I guess he was arrested. It doesn't say here. All right, Stan
It's a
Warby.
federal crime. I don't think you could do that. Tracy, that's way more work than just delivering the mail.
Right?
Like, you went through all this effort. Why didn't you just deliver it? You were driving the route, just
He went and got
put it in the mailbox.
had a few beers and decided to go home and dig a hole with that backhoe.
You know what? I'm gonna dig a hole and throw all this junk mail in it.
Stan Warby, aka the Bradford Batman, achieved internet fame earlier in the year after dropping a friend off with an outstanding warrant at a police station while dressed as Batman.
Nice.
Sadly, months later, he and the same friend were later charged with stealing power tools from a garage. He gave a quote to the local paper. It says, "I'm no superhero. I eat kebabs and I don't run anywhere." End quote.
Is that real?
Yeah, it's real.
Oh my gosh. Anybody you see walking around, any grown person you see walking
In a
around during the day
costume.
in a Batman costume, you're gonna need to get away. If it's not Halloween.
Okay.
I eat kebabs.
I eat kebabs and I don't run anywhere.
Thanks.
Shish kebabs.
All the kebabs.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Let's see.
Man, it's got me really craving some shish kebabs.
This next one happened in Iowa City outside of a gas station. There was a guy playing a guitar. I guess he also brought his samurai sword with him and throwing knives.
Is it Dwight Schrute?
Even after police showed up and relieved, the guy's name is DeAndre Irby, of those items, they still found a flask of powder that Irby identified as probably cocaine.
It's a flask. No, you see a flask, you think people are drinking some alcohol. He's got his probably cocaine in there.
That's probably coke.
What else could it be? Oh,
nice. This next worst criminal is a man who left his birth certificate and a note from mother at the scene of a crime. Zachary Tintani, age 26, managed to drop both his birth certificate and a note from his mama when he was mugging a woman in Massachusetts.
Have a good day, honey. Love, Mom.
Make good decisions.
Make good decisions.
That's
I
what
used
my
to put
parents
that.
always say to us when we got ready to leave to go into somewhere. They say, make good decisions.
Yeah, I used to
Be somebody.
I used to do that with the kids when I drop them off for school back in the dropping off days. Put notes in their lunch boxes.
Yeah.
Make good decisions. Act like somebody. I worked most of the time, I guess.
How would that make you feel as a parent to find out that that note was dropped when your son was mugging some girl?
Right?
What a turd.
Well, then that mom would get on the documentary later and be like, I don't think that was him.
It wasn't his fault.
I love that.
She provoked him to mugging her.
I know.
Then the parents need to go to jail.
You watch these
Stop enabling them.
documentaries, and of course, the family's going to get on and defend their kid, and they're like, they murdered 7 people, and it's like, I don't think Johnny would do that. And then a second later, somebody must have really pushed his buttons to get him to do that.
So which one is it? Would he never do it, or would he do it after being provoked?
If you provoked him, and then in which case Johnny had a hard time handling tough situations.
Well, I think one of the harder things to do as a parent is to not make excuses for, because
We struggle with that.
I think you see yourself in the kids
Yeah.
because they act like you, and so you know what they're going through, and so when you see something that they're doing that is wrong, but you're like, well, I know, I kind of know his thought process. It's hard to be like,
You try to justify it usually.
you try, yeah, I guess you try and justify it, but you can't just, wrong is wrong. And I don't have any problem correcting the kids and saying, hey, you're wrong.
They don't like it very much. One more, Holly. Wednesday's Worst Criminals. We're out of time.
This next worst criminal is a guy who punched a cop thinking it was a Halloween costume, and it wasn't.
But you still don't get to hit. What if it was a Halloween costume? Well, you don't get to punch somebody.
And that's it. That's the
it.
story.
Thunder Radio Morning Show here till 8:30. Birthdays are next. Call them in, 728-1320.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from urinary incontinence, and it isn't getting any better as we age. But what if I told you?
He said, I had birth certificate in Massachusetts in one sentence.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, I was busy. What?
Robbie pointed out that I had the word birth certificate in Massachusetts in one sentence, and I didn't.
Good job.
I didn't
Holly.
stumble.
Well done. Well done.
I'm getting good.
She's getting better.
Oh,
What?
I didn't tell the girl one bye.
Did she give you a hard time about it?
Yeah, she said, did you not come tell me bye this morning?
I almost reminded you on the way out the door to tell. I was like, almost on my way out the door. I was wanted to be like, I dropped her coffee off. You might want to go make sure she's up because I dropped off a little early. But I didn't. And then this is what happened. This is where I'm so anal about reminding people. I know, but then I don't. This is what happens. Now she's in a bad mood.
My mom sent us a picture that she took of a girl sitting next to her in traffic, a woman.
Yeah.
And the woman has a cigarette in her mouth.
Nice.
And the ash is half of the length of the cigarette. And my mom said, I had to actually sit and wait to see how long it would get before it fell off.
Nice.
What time we going
to enroll today? Markram's Pharmacy, your hometown pharmacy, and so much more.
Birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Pick up that phone and give us a call, 728-1320. We want those birthdays and anniversaries at the end of the day. Tiffany will be on Connecting Coffee County. That'll be at 4:30, and she's going to draw for a winner of a slice of pie from the Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop. Yesterday's winner was Howard Wells. He turned 81. He's going to get some pie from the Mercantile. At the end of the week, we draw for a birthday cake from the Food Lion. The notable thing about that is if you knew someone who had a birthday earlier in the week and you forgot to call it in, you could still get it on the list and they're eligible for the cake drawing. And anniversaries, we draw for Designer's Choice floral arrangement from the Mossy Pot in downtown Manchester. It is Wednesday, the 7th of February. Holly, get me a drum roll, please. Thank you. I don't have a birthday today. That's incredibly rare, outside from the ones that Clint has submitted over on Facebook, and we will.
Again?
He is doing that again. Sorry, I didn't have your mic on, but you wouldn't know because your headphones aren't on. So Holly's just not participating in the whole show over there.
You stop it. I have celebrity birthdays to make up for your lack thereof.
Okay.
Chris Rock turns 59 today. Ashton Kutcher turns 46.
Holly was getting some compliments last segment for saying.
Don't compliment me on anything ever.
She said, what'd you say?
Massachusetts and birth certificate.
All in the same sentence, and she got it right. But now we can't say Ashton
I can
Cooker.
read.
Ashton Cooker.
Garth Brooks turned 62. Stop. You stop reading his comments. He is not part of this show. Charles Dickens is the late Charles Dickens' birthday. Laura Ingalls Wilder, remember her? The real one, not the TV one. The actual
The
Laura
actual,
Ingalls.
yeah.
She died in 1957. James Spader turned 64.
He's funny. He was underrated on The Office. I thought he did a good job in that one season he was there. The Lizard King.
That's all I got.
All right, that does it for birthdays today. Call in local birthdays anytime at 728-1320. We're at the top of the hour. Morning show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage, with you until 8:30. Cash out refinance. Maybe you're looking for your first home. New Haven Mortgage has over 60 years of experience with their lenders, including Heather Phillips, right here in Manchester. NMLS 1477317.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio, WMSR, 1320 AM, 107.9.
Couple birthdays today. Phil Myaz is 40.
You stop that.
I'm just putting it in there.
Clint.
And Whitney's great aunt.
He's so stupid.
Whitney's great aunt.
Stop.
I can't even
Don't.
read it.
Don't. It's inappropriate. Don't read it.
It's appropriate for the person. Is what's funny. It's E. Her name is E.
Don't do it. You're making me like it's tearing me up. I'm like, oh, somebody's gonna get mad.
What? It's funny. Her name is E. Norma Stitz.
You said it fits because of who the person
Whitney's
is.
great aunt. Yeah, that's funny. These are things we should be able to say on the radio. We cannot do that. Oh, that's funny. I'm crying. That's funny. I don't know where he's getting these. I've seen a lot of them online, but he's coming up. He's finding some that I've
Don't
not-
encourage him.
I've
Don't.
not seen.
He texted me yesterday and asked me what time we did birthdays.
And he sends them immediately. Oh, that's great. Right at birthday time. That's so funny. That's the most fun I've had this morning. Oh yeah.
The most vulnerable members of the community are harmed.
Oh gosh. What are we doing in this segment, Holly?
Oh,
We're gonna do something, huh?
I always forget about this one.
But we're gonna have to figure that out. It's a pretty permanent part of the show. My throat's feeling better today, at least. It's good. I do not want to go to Spring Hill tomorrow. That is not something I want to do.
Manchester Arts Center is seeking local artwork. Manchester Arts Center, the MAC, is seeking local artists.
Spring Hill High School. From here, it takes an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh.
It's easier than Columbia High School, though. Columbia, you get off and you got all those turns through downtown Columbia or through the city. Spring Hill, you get off and you're there. So once you get off 840, so or 65 or whatever you get off, it's not that bad. We get 9 straight days off. I'm telling y'all right now, Friday show, Studio B. Studio B Friday. I'm not coming back from Spring Hill and trying to get up early in the morning and be here at 6:30.
Exciting pieces to share with our local community.
Extra sleep
We have lots
is
of
going to be
people
required.
at the building.
So no birthdays on Friday either. No video on Friday.
What are y'all gonna
Turn
do?
your
with
light
that?
on brighter. Yeah, that's better. When it gets so bright behind you, then you're kind of backlit. Blue. Was that blue?
Which one?
The white. That looks pretty good. Put the yellow one back on. That's probably more natural. I would think. I still haven't changed that YouTube link on our home site. I gotta fix that, huh?
Silence. Radio silence.
That's not silent. I just got the monitor down.
I mean, from us.
Yeah, we probably ought to be doing. Holly's trying to figure out what we're actually gonna do. We could probably revisit the toilet paper discussion because that was quite the topic. That and flights of cookies. Didn't anticipate the debate on toilet paper going so.
It's been on my mind for a
well.
while. I was actually thinking about it last night as I was trying to fall asleep. I don't want to talk too much about it during the segment during the break, because then I won't have anything to say during the segment.
Just rehash it. It's fine.
Man, oh man. Oh.
Hmm.
Oh. I told Justin about Common John.
Did you?
Yeah.
You gotta speak up. You're whispering.
I was talking to you.
Oh. Well, then they're gonna hear it. They're gonna wonder what you said. Y'all aren't invited.
Y'all are invited.
Everybody's invited.
You just can't sit with me.
Can't sit here.
I'm just kidding. You can sit with me.
Seats taken. And first quarter points from Brady Wright, going on to win 60-32. Cooper Reed leading the way with 19 points, 15 coming in the second half. The win secures no worse than second place in the district for the Raiders. They can win the district regular season with the win on Thursday. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by New Haven Mortgage. New Haven Mortgage in downtown Manchester believes in making your home ownership dreams come true. With their team of over 60 years of experience, including Heather Phillips, they can guide you through the mortgage process. People you can actually talk to. These are not folks in other states. They have their own in-house underwriting. They're going to work with local folks. NewHavenMTG.com, or stop by their office and see for yourself. In downtown Manchester, they can also help you get pre-qualified, which is big for your buying power. You know exactly how much a house you can afford. So when you go looking at homes, you know what kind of offers you can make. NMLS 1477317, New Haven Mortgage. All right, Holly. Welcome back.
Thank you.
6:30 to 8:30. We got a couple segments left. You said during the break, we usually keep the conversation going over on Facebook during our and Twitter and YouTube. If you don't join us there, then you're missing out on the cameras and the fun. But
I don't think last break was very fun.
We
in the
just sat
comments.
here.
We just sat here.
Yes. But anyway, you said you didn't want to talk about what you want to talk about because you wanted to be able to have that content for the next segment. So go ahead.
We're just revisiting the toilet paper discussion. And
hang on one second before you do that.
Okay.
Just like one brief
Sure.
second. Melanie was asking the total raised for the Dream for We Foundation. She missed that. The exact total, I don't have it, but it's going to be right around $14,000, Melanie. Right. You give or take a couple hundred one way or the other, because we've had some extra money come in and we're working on collections, but in that $14,000 range. It's really good fundraiser for us. All right, now back to what you were talking about.
We're talking about Charmin and the commercial I heard the other day. Easy Tear
It's
toilet paper. It's scalloped. So instead of a straight perforated line across, it's kind of wavy.
Listen, Holly, it probably is just as easy to tear. I find that the scalloped edge is a super easy tear. I've spent a lot of time and effort researching, but listen, I don't know that it's easier. It's hard. I don't know, but it's a great marketing ploy.
You think so?
Yeah, let's just
It
change
wasn't
this
for me.
line.
It wasn't for
and make a
me.
big marketing deal out of it.
I didn't see that commercial and go, "Oh, I got to get that."
It's
'cause
just something
tearing
new.
toilet paper is a
how
real
else do you
issue
market
for me.
toilet paper? It's just a new thing to be like, look, we're on the cutting edge of toilet paper.
I think they got to stick to softness
Absolutely.
and toilet paper that when you use it, little linty pieces don't go flying up in the air.
Well, you're getting the cheap stuff, huh?
I don't get the cheap toilet paper, but I sometimes if I use a public bathroom,
Yeah.
I notice
a lot
that.
of times.
Why is the toilet paper so dusty?
I'm just saying, if I had a public business like a restaurant or a store, I mean, we have a bathroom here, but we don't have a lot of foot traffic here at the station. If I had a public restroom, I would be willing to invest in the better toilet paper.
We don't invest in better toilet paper here.
This is good toilet paper. What's wrong with it?
It's mid. It's mid toilet paper.
I would at least have mid.
Let me say it's Charmin, but it's not Charmin scalloped edges.
I don't think that it was out the last time we bought toilet paper. Like this
I
is
think
new.
it come out last October. So I don't know. I'm just
not going to have that big, huge quarter ply roll that you see in a lot of public bathrooms.
Yeah.
Like
Clean
a gas station. That's my
clean
thing.
bathrooms are a if I'm deciding where to go to have dinner, if I know that place
If the bathroom ain't clean, I ain't in
doesn't
there.
have a nice clean bathroom, like every
What's
time
their
I
kitchen
go,
like?
every time I go to Common John, that's a nice clean bathroom.
Always.
And I think you forget about those things when you think, where do we want to go eat? Where do we want to go eat? Yeah, that steaks, they've got a good steak, but maybe in the back of your head subconsciously, bathrooms play a part and you don't even realize it.
And the clean, like clean, you want it to be clean. A clean
The
place.
smell,
Yeah.
maybe it looks clean, but you go in there and it stinks
Yeah.
from just poor plumbing or something. I don't know. Or
Melanie was saying people will steal your toilet paper. That's I understand that. I do. And that's why I will have cameras in my bathrooms, Melanie. I don't care what people say.
What else could you do to toilet paper to make it?
We've ruled
better?
out the coloring.
The
that they used to have
the colored
the dyes
dye.
were a problem. I don't know.
Texture is important because you want some texture, but it can't be too rough that it's uncomfortable.
It's a research and development segment.
Can they put something into the toilet paper that is not wet?
This segment,
like the flushable wipes. It's not.
Yeah, the flushable
not like
wipes.
that, but just something in the toilet paper that maybe has a good smell.
Scented.
That's not an irritant to the body.
Yeah. Probably anything you add though is gonna do that to somebody.
There are things that you can. Well, then they don't get that toilet paper. They get the unscented.
Yeah, the amount
Like
of time we have spent today on toilet paper is bothering
like
me.
aloe, or what's something else nice to put on the like
You've started this segment with the wrong person. Involved.
lavender. I don't know.
I do like the scented garbage bags.
Yeah, I like that too.
Just a little something else. Febreze has figured it out. They put their scent in everything, and then they get a lot of money. They figured it out.
Everything's got Febreze in it now.
Or the ability to get it. So, yeah, what a dynamite segment here. What else? How could we make toilet paper better?
I think that was a Seinfeld episode, if I'm not mistaken.
You're more of a Seinfeld buff than I.
We used to watch it a lot when I was younger, and I watched it some with the boy one here recently, and he thought it was funny. I feel like we could get into it if we ever just sat down and watched it, or I think you would like it. But I do think there was a Seinfeld episode about toilet paper.
Jerry said that scented garbage bags cover up that onion smell. Yeah, yesterday, that was the problem in here. Somebody took out the garbage.
So I did. I took out
Thank
the
you.
garbage, and I know what that was.
What was it?
The boy one
Hmm.
went and got something to eat yesterday, and he ordered something called the volcano off of the menu without knowing what that was.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. But it was very spicy, he says, and Cole does not do spicy.
No. So he threw it all the way right here. And
He ate about half, and he was like, you know what? I'll take a to-go box. Let me just get that to go. And he said, I don't know why I did
just
that.
like his mama, let's get a to-go box to take it and throw it away.
He will eat leftovers.
But he didn't like it.
I know. I don't know why. I guess he just paid for it and didn't want to see it.
Just throw it away up here and stick up my studio.
Yeah. So when he said yesterday, he said, I threw it away when I got to the station because it was, I couldn't eat it. It was too hot.
Yeah. Did you let him know that's a good idea to throw away stinky foods in the outdoor trash cans?
No, I didn't.
Holly!
I was just glad he didn't leave it in his truck. He threw it in the garbage. I mean, that was a win for me.
Holly.
What?
You got to tell him. Or he's not going to know, and then he's going to do it to somebody else's
He threw
place.
the thing in the trash. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I took the trash out. Don't make a big deal out of something. If he would have left it sitting in here on the counter or left it in
Throwing
his
stinky
truck
foods in the trash. I'm just...
Where else are you going to throw them?
You could throw it in the trash, but then you got to take the trash out. You can't just leave that in a building. It smells.
Well,
You do the same thing at home. Like if you ever put like leftover spaghetti and chunked it in the garbage and then open that trash can the next day, it is punch. You got to take that out. You got to get out of the house.
This coming from the guy who will smash as much as he can into the trash
But see,
can
this Holly,
and not
she's gonna let y'all know.
take
Instead
the
of correct,
trash out.
correct, she won't correct the boy, but she'll let y'all know what I've been doing wrong.
correct him for throwing
Angel
his
baby
food
boy
away
did
in the
something we
trash
need to
can.
tell him about, and it's like, no, let's just talk about.
Let me tell you something about you that you don't know you do.
Uh,
You
uh,
leave your boxes laying all around the counters.
They don't stink.
It's still garbage.
I have odor, odor problems. I can't. Something smells. I'm going to lose it.
Scented toilet paper.
36 degrees outside the Thunder Studios, headed for high of 62 today. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. Talk to them at 205 South Woodland Street. They got some Valentine's baskets over there. Go on by and see them. And also a pop-up permanent jewelry sale coming up on Friday. Online at wisteriahillonline.com. Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage.
New Haven Mortgage features experienced lenders with over 60 years in the business, making New Haven Mortgage your trusted local partner in homeownership. Our seasoned team brings a wealth of experience.
Everybody just left the show when you start talking about toilet paper. Just left it. It's gone. No more.
One segment of toilet paper was good, two
No more.
not so much. And it's noted. I can talk about bathroom
Or bathroom
subjects
versus restroom.
for one segment, but not two.
Bathroom versus restroom. Mm. Oh, Holly's left again. She made it kind of habit to leave mid-show. Holly's in the restroom, not the bathroom. Let's Google that up. Let's see here. Bathroom versus restroom. Let's find out why you don't know nothing. Restroom is the more formal word.
Tomorrow's segment is going to be
Now they say this is not wrong.
this or that. Restroom, bathroom. Do you say trash can? Do you say trash receptacle? Trash bin? Garbage? Do you
Waste
say
paper basket.
waste paper basket?
You're real fancy. I
Teachers.
think it's a British thing, right?
Do you say washcloth, wash rag,
Rag.
or rag? I say rag. I need a rag. So maybe that can be tomorrow's. I'll come up with some this and what do you say? This or
Yeah.
that? Coke or soda?
Pop. There's like a little corner of East Tennessee in the Tri-City area. They call it Pop. up
Pop?
there. Yeah. That's probably what that's about. They do it though. Shopping cart or buggy? It's a buggy.
It's a buggy.
It's a buggy, Ryan. That's a good one to talk about though. Shopping cart or buggy.
Aunt or aunt? Which one do you say? I say aunt.
It's ant.
Aunt.
A-N-T, ant.
I don't like it when people call them ain'ts. Look at these ain'ts all over the counter.
I'm glad that football is being used for something.
I love this.
I would love it if you stole it.
I use it. I'm gonna have the strongest hands.
Everybody says I have an aunt and an aunt.
Commode or toilet?
I don't like the word commode.
I don't either.
Studies show that 9 out of 10 Manchester residents listen to the Thunder Radio Morning Show. The 10th guy? He doesn't even have a radio. Thunder Radio.
Final segment of the morning show on this Wednesday. Financed by New Haven Mortgage. Cash out refinance. A great way to take advantage of the financial flexibility and the equity in your home. Talk to the experts at New Haven Mortgage in downtown Manchester today. Online at newhavenmtg.com. NMLS 1477317. Heather Phillips and her team will take care of you. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you.
Final segment today. We're talking about tomorrow's show during the break. It's going to be a this or that kind of show.
Yeah, this or that. What do you say? Do you say, like, if you're just speaking, do you say bathroom or restroom?
Yeah, which that came up earlier. The Flat David called in to give us some education about whether we're using it correctly. But everything I find online today says that those are used interchangeably now. So
when do you
maybe
use
it wasn't
restroom?
maybe it wasn't proper before, but I think that it's pretty much interchangeable. And I don't know. I don't care which one you say, as long as you go on the right one. In the correct gender bathroom, please. Restroom, whichever.
The lavatory.
Yeah.
Laboratory.
This is not a hill I'm prepared to die on.
What you call it?
Yeah, what you call it. There's a few hills I will die on. Like there's no first annual. I will die on that.
Water
hill.
closet.
Water closet. That's the older house bathrooms. But anyway, that's tomorrow. Like shopping cart or buggy, Brian mentioned over on Facebook. So there'll be a lot of that going on tomorrow. So be prepared.
If you have any this or that
words
that you prefer this one over that one, send them to me. I'll add them to my list.
Some of them it's just pronunciation versus the word, like envelope. I say envelope, but it's not envelope or whatever. What do your friends
I have
says?
a friend that calls it an
She is
envelope.
wrong on all fronts.
I'm going to put this card in an envelope.
Yeah, that's not an option.
It envelops the letter.
No. So envelope, those kind of things. That's tomorrow on the morning show. A couple of reminders and kind of a recap from early on. Coffee County Lady Raider basketball, big win last night over Lincoln County, huge second half, and they claimed the District 9 4A title in the regular season. Still got the tournament to go, but that's their 7th consecutive district championship in some form or fashion, whether it's regular season, tournament, or both. There have been several years where they gotten both. 7 straight. That's dating back to 2018. They've won a district every year since Joe Pat Cope has made it on the scene.
How are they coping with all those wins?
Nice. Well done. So read about it over on our website, thunder1320.com. Boys also a nice win last night, 60-32 over Lincoln County. Exacted quite a bit of revenge on a team that upset them on Saturday. And now they are one win away from also a regular season district title. They need to beat Spring Hill on Thursday, and they will be regular season district champions. So still got a little work to do, but they can finish no worse than second. If you're curious about the basketball district tournament, it'll start next week. And both Coffee County teams will not play until Saturday because they're guaranteed top 2 spots. So we do know that. A couple of other items of note. Dream for Weave Foundation. We received 34 scholarship applications, so we're pumped about that. Also a $14,000 fundraiser in the Warren County border battle. So just an update there. Last night was senior night. There's senior night photos over on our Facebook and Instagram pages. Dancers, cheerleaders, and boys basketball players. Holly doesn't like the girls basketball team, so she didn't take any pictures of their seniors.
Did somebody say something about it?
No.
Oh, I thought you were
No.
making a joke because someone was complaining.
No. They didn't have any seniors this year. All those girls are back next year.
That is wonderful.
Yeah. And spring sports starts up soon. I'll be starting to work on the spring sports schedule and our broadcast schedules and things over the next week once we get a little break from basketball. So, and also I just got this one from Roger Haynes, football coach, letting us know that Xavier Randolph, we know him.
Yeah.
He has committed to Tennessee Tech as a preferred walk-on.
Okay, nice.
So he'll be going up there to play a little football. So congratulations to Xavier. Ebony says pecan or pecan.
I'm going to tell you something, Ebony. This has been a issue for me living in Tennessee. I grew up to the age of 10 in Georgia, and my meemaw had pecan trees, and my papaw would go out and pick up pecans, and we ate pecans. And so when I moved to Tennessee, and no one up here hardly calls it pecans, they call it pecans. That is a hill I will die on. For me, those are pecans. I don't care what y'all call them. It's pecan pie.
What is
Zach Brown knows what I'm talking about.
and now
You don't call it a peanut.
the official pronunciation on Google is pecan,
Well,
I believe.
Pecan.
I'm sorry.
But the internet's mostly wrong and full of liberals. So, morning show.
Okay, what do you put on top of your head in the wintertime?
A hat?
Most of the time they're knitted.
No, a toboggan.
Okay, a toboggan is something you go down a hill in. A stocking hat is what you put on your head.
Okay, I have heard of a sled called a toboggan. I just thought that was one of those things that had two different meanings.
Brian says pecans, Peecans, are something entirely different. Let's see what he did there. All right, we're out of time, Holly.
Good
show. Yeah, she's tired of this. She's fidgeting with the the punching bag over there.
I just like, I don't hit it as much as I grab it around the neck and I just shake the fire out of it.
Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. We're down home cooking meet Southern Hospitality. They're open today. They're closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, but back at it today at the Merc. Go by and see them at 210 North Irwin Street. They got coffees over there this morning, and usually they got some good. They got some Danishes, cherry Danishes over there. They got all kind of good stuff at the Mercantile. You got some biscuits and stuff like that for your breakfast needs. Today's entrees: country fried steak, chicken and dressings, and on the sides, mashed potatoes, creamed corn, green beans, mixed greens, pinto beans, macaroni and tomatoes, coleslaw, broccoli salad, potato salad, macaroni salad, strawberry or pistachio congealed salad. They got soups today. They got a lot of soups: chili, white bean and ham, vegetable beef, or winter white chili, which is made with pork. I wonder what winter chili was. There's pork in there. So plenty of options. They also make stuff fresh right out the back. Burgers, chicken tender plates. Go by and see them at 210 North Irwin Street in downtown Manchester. If you missed the show today, catch replays. You can watch the video on Facebook. Search for Thunder Radio. Twitter at WMSR Radio, or YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio 1079. You can watch the shows there. Be sure to subscribe to us, follow us, whatever it is you're supposed to do on the different channels. You can listen to the audio replay, Apple, Spotify, or Google. If you're an audio podcast kind of person, search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly. Have a great rest of the day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. We'll try to do better then. Coming up at 8:30, we got Swap and Shop. 9 o'clock, it's we've got some music dialed up for you. 10 o'clock is Rick and Bubba. 12 o'clock, it's the Dan Bongino Show. 3 o'clock, it's Connecting Coffee County with Tiffany. And 6 o'clock tonight, it's the Ramsey Show. No sports tonight. Morning Show returns tomorrow. We'll talk to you then.
Yeah!